Hello everyone and welcome to the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Baptist Health 200 from Homestead Miami Speedway for the final race in the round of 8 in the Camping World Truck Series playoffs. Chandler Smith, playoff contender, and Stuart Friesen, eliminated playoff driver, start on the front row as we are now underway. The green flag is out here at Homestead and we are trucking with Zane Smith and Kligerman in third and fourth, and Rhodes and Hocevar behind them, and behind them Christian Eckes and Ryan Preece, and then Corey Heim and Matt Crafton. So we are going to be looking out for the championship playoff contenders, such as the Smith boys right there up in the mix, running second and fourth right now. Stuart Friesen will take the early lead here at Homestead in his number 52 Hallmark Toyota TRD Pro, trying to get his second win this season. His only other win came at Daytona, and then he was a first-round exit of the playoffs, only by 2 points to Chandler Smith, who is now in contention to make the championship four here, battling for second with the 75 of Parker Kligerman. Course, trying to get a win this season here in NR2003. As Friesen leads, they're still going 3 and 4 wide all over the place behind him. Playoff trucks trying to go wherever they can to get the points that they need to advance, or if they have to win, go out there and get the W in advance. So Friesen taking care of business right now, but you see Parker Kligerman's reeled him in. He's hunting him down, trying to go the outside for the race lead. Not quite yet as they come across the line to finish lap 2. Stuart Friesen leads here in Homestead. As now we move on to lap 32. A caution's come out. Looks like some kind of issue with the 23 of Grand End Fingers. He's coming down pit road very slowly. But of course, that would mean playoff because Zane Smith's already pro. So a caution to come out during the green flag cycle. Pit stops, I couldn't find out exactly why, but caution came in the middle of the green flag cycle. So now we resume on lap 36 here with 5 laps to go in stage 1. Your leaders is 51 and Corey Heim, who is deep in traffic right now with a bunch of cars who are trying to stay ahead of him and stay on the lead lap from 5th on down here, all in front of him in line. So they're going to try to stay ahead of him for 5 laps here to the end of the stage to be able to stay in contention for the race as a whole. So a very weird situation because of the bad timing of that caution. So Corey Heim leads right now. Second place to Corey Heim is, oh man, we got cars, trucks going everywhere, is 30 of Tate Fogelman, who is now going to the race. And here comes Tate Fogelman and 30 truck Tate Fogelman to the lead here at Homestead. Unbelievable. Corey Heim in second, then Grant Enfinger is back there in third, and then it's Timmy Hill in fourth out of the lead lap trucks here who are trying to lap the trucks trying to stay on the lead lap. It's confusing, but it's currently the running order. Corey Heim in the middle, he has already passed Tate Fogelman back to take the race lead here and try to get the stage 1 win. As you see in front of him, Matt Bandel, Stuart Friesen, Derek Kraus, Matt Crafton, and Kligerman, they're trying to stay in the mix, trying to stay in contention, have a shot at the race. Now 3 to go in stage 1. Corey Heim now on the outside of Kligerman in the 75 and the 52 machine of Friesen, I believe, as they are battling hard for position. Actually, that might not be Stuart Friesen, it might be Lane Riggs in the 62. No, I think that's Friesen. But one of the Hallmark trucks he's trying to get by is now he laps Jesse Little in the 02, going by Ankrum. And Corey Heim's got some good pace here. He's catching Kligerman, DiBenedetto, Crafton, and Friesen here as Heim proceeds forward, continuing to lap some trucks here. Now 2 to go in stage 1. Corey Heim looks like he might have the stage 1 win secure here as Grant Enfinger's back in second, but he's got 3 lap trucks in front of him and more to try to get by. So of course, with that caution in the green flag cycle, it's created a little bit of a wild turn of events here in the running order of this race. And so you see Heim now, he's gotten by Crafton, DiBenedetto. Oh man, Dibby almost turned Matt Crafton right there. Now he's trying to lap, that's just the 62 lane race. So he's trying to lap the 62 lane race with 19 and Derek Kraus as we are now on the last lap of stage 1. Heim now is going to put Lane Riggs 1 lap down here as he tries to get back to the bumper of the 19 of Derek Kraus to try to put him 1 lap down before the line. Kraus, of course, also a first-round playoff exit, just like Stuart Friesen was, and he had really no speed, and now he's finally showing some glimpses here. Homestead, as we yell command, we throw it as they race back the line. It's going to be Heim that's going to win stage 1. Corey Heim wins stage 1 here at Homestead, but what actually happens, I believe, some guys might still be racing back to the line. I am not sure of that, but see, most everyone gets stopped and gets back on the way. But I think these guys are still racing up here. So it is now Corey Heim and Derek Kraus. So Corey Heim is going to win stage 1 regardless, but Derek Kraus is trying to stay on the lead lap here and stay in contention in this race on the run next to the 4 to the start finish line. This could be a drag race. Time got Kraus a lap down. Ooh, we got him. And now on lap 46, we go back underway to begin stage 2 here at Homestead. Corey Heim leading the way. Grant Enfinger back in second, followed by Tate Fogelman, Timmy Hill, Haley Deegan, John Nemechek, Ty Majeski, Hocevar, Tanner Gray, and Chase Purdy, the top 10. As Corey Heim, of course, looking for his second win this Camping World Truck Series season at NR2003. He got his first career win at Nashville in the summer. And that's not won since, but has come close multiple times. Of course, Grant Enfinger already locked into the championship 4 back there in second place with his thrilling win at Bristol over Ty Majeski, denying Majeski the spot in the final 4 and putting himself in there. So now we move on to lap 72 here. Corey Heim coming near the end of stage 2 here, which ends on lap 80. Looks like we're going to have some green flag pit stops as Heim's going down. Looks like Enfinger's going down back there, but Hostvar making contact. Oh, they're door banging. Enfinger almost wrecks. He now proceeds to go pit road, and Enfinger's going to hit the pit barrels. Enfinger just crashed into the pit barrels. Championship contender who's already advanced with the win, but what a mistake by Enfinger. He slams to the pit wall, going through the pit barrels, and has now completely destroyed his truck right in the middle of the green flag cycle. So what we're going to do is, because that clearly, if that was real life, would put a lot of debris all over the place, slamming into the pit barrels and into the pit wall. We're going to go to your John Nemechek here, and we're going to toss the yellow flag here. They're going to race back to the line, and we're going to see who's going to be on the lead lap and who isn't. So here we are on the restart after that caution on lap 79. John Nemechek will be the leader. I believe Grant Enfinger is the last truck on the lead lap who is now going to be in front of your leaders, but clearly damaged. And definitely, he's holding them up already. Look at how slow that outside lane is going with Enfinger. My goodness, everyone on the bottom is just going to go right through, and look at who's coming through with 2 to go in stage 2. Tanner Gray in the 15. Oh, they're almost wrecking back there with Chase Purdy. The 15 shoots to the lead on the bottom line, going by everyone is being blocked up by Grant Enfinger, who's going as slow as a snail right now. He's so badly damaged. So now Tanner Gray in position to win a stage, and all these guys in front of him on position to get back in the race and get back on the lead lap, as he is 4 wide for position right now. My goodness. Last lap of stage 2 now for Tanner Gray in the 15 Dead On Tools Ford F-150. And he's got Hocevar right behind him in second, putting on some heavy pressure. They're still 4 wide further back. They almost made contact here. As you see Kraus, Perkins trying to get back in the mix. So is Chase Purdy. Hocevar going to give the bumper to Tanner Gray. Oh, almost contact. Zane Smith going 3 wide up ahead. They're 4 wide next to the corner for the stage win coming to the line. It's going to be Tanner Gray, but what happens is I forget to throw the yellow command here. So actually, we're gonna have one more lap. We're gonna have a 1 lap dash here. So instead of ending on lap 80, stage 2 ends on lap 81 here. So my mistake. So now this gives Carson Hocevar one last opportunity to pass Tanner Gray to win stage 2 here as they go down into 3 and 4. Derek Kraus, they go 3 wide with Kraus. Hocevar on the bottom. Tanner Gray's gonna get blocked in by the 20 of Danny Bone, and now Hocevar is going to go through. And Carson Hocevar is going to win stage 2 at Homestead. Tanner Gray in second, Chase Purdy third, Corey Heim fourth. Actually, no, it's Christian Eckes third, Chase Purdy fourth, Corey Heim fifth, Colby Howard sixth, Chandler Smith, DeBenedetto, Kligerman, and Nemechek round out your points as Hocevar wins stage 2 and will be your leader on this restart in the final stage of racing on lap 86. Followed by Chase Purdy, Corey Heim, Chandler Smith, and Parker Kligerman, the rest of the top 5. As we look through the field, trying to see if we have any incidents. Of course, our only real incident that we have caught was the 23 of Grant Enfinger slamming into the pit barrels by missing the pit road entry and bringing out the caution there. So far, besides that, it's been a pretty clean race here for these truckers with Hocevar in the lead, but Chase Purdy in second. How about Corey Heim trying to charge the way back into the front? As now we transfer on to lap 88, going on to lap, and there's a huge crash in turn 3 and turn 4. The big one has struck at Homestead. Grant Enfinger, Zane Smith, championship contenders involved, as well as Ty Majeski, 2 championship contenders involved in the big one here. Massive playoff implications. Majeski comes in below the cut. Zane Smith comes in above the cut, but only by 17 over Chandler Smith, who is running in 4th right now. See right there, Fogelman gets turned up into the 33. All of the contact from DeBenedetto, I believe, is trying to pit, and then Tanner Gray, Majeski, Enfinger slams Zane Smith hard at the end of that. Then you got the 56 of Timmy Hill going around. Friesen also caught up in it. Tate Fogelman, Tanner Gray, Austin Wayne Self. So as we're going to see here, we're going to see it from Zane Smith up here from his view, as he's coming into the wreck here, he's seeing slow-mo. They're already wrecking up there. They all ran out of space up there. Nowhere to go for him. So Zane Smith tries to avoid this on the top line. You can see him stacking up. Ty Majeski did a pretty good job avoiding it. And then Zane Smith slams into the back of Akinorio. And then Jesse Little. Then gets drilled by Endfinger, who slams into Majeski as well. Endfinger may have just taken out two of his fellow championship contenders. And right here, Lawless Allen gets, we got trucks spinning everywhere. Timmy Hill gets spun down there by Friesen and Ankrum. What is going on in this unsuspected huge crash here at the beginning of the final stage here in Homestead? Multiple championship contenders involved. So the question is, who will still be in the race? And the answer is that Grant Endfinger is certainly going to be out of the race, as well as the 38 of Zane Smith, which has huge implications, because now all Chandler Smith has to do is beat Zane Smith by 17 spots, so pretty much finish in the top 15, and he will have clinched a spot in the championship 4 on points if there is no new winner from below the cut line, which is unbelievable to think of, but that could be the case here. And I believe Majeski will still be in the race, but yeah, as you saw, Zane Smith was out down there at the back of the field. But right now, the battle for the lead, it is Christian Eckes trying to lap Matt Crafton and Blaine Perkins. But second place is John Nemechek back there, who's trying to make something happen, and then Derek Kraus is in third. So here we are with 41 laps to go on Homestead. Christian Eckes comes into this race pretty much in a must-win situation. 8th on the playoff grid. Has to win to get into the championship 4, and he's running exactly where he needs to be right now, as we almost had a crash back there with Stuart Friesen. My goodness, that was close. But up here, look at this. Eckes trying to win his way in the final 4. Of course, I had just gone over that. And if he can hold on to the lead for the rest of the race and win, he will be in the championship 4 with a clutch walk-off win. Then Matt Crafton trying to stay on the lead lap for his playoff sake. He's trying, as he knows what's on the line. They got Nemechek back there also trying to get in, who's pretty good on points. Now Kligerman, 3 wide in turn 4. Parker Kligerman will take the lead with an incredible move off of the corner here in Homestead. They're still 4 wide back there with Heim, Deegan, Chandler Smith, and Nemechek. But Kligerman goes 3 wide on the bottom, goes back by both Thor Sport trucks of Crafton and Eckes, and drives up in the lane. Look at Haley Deegan. Haley Deegan has just driven up into the battle for third. Unbelievable run here. Oh, and there goes Matt Crafton. Crafton goes crashing, and huge playoff implications, and that might be the end of the season for Matt Crafton, the 3-time Truck Series champion, or 4-time, I don't know, I get confused at this rate. And as he gets turned by, I believe, Corey Heim, and hits Friesen and Chase Purdy, and spins out and will not fight his way back onto the lead lap, and will be eliminated from playoff contention, as it was Heim who turned Crafton into Friesen. Unless Crafton can make a miraculous comeback, it's pretty much over for his playoffs, and he will have to, in Phoenix, just race without intention to win the championship, as he will not be eligible after this spin here for Matt Crafton. Of course, brings out the caution as they are now racing back to line. Dean Thompson just absolutely knocks the fence down back there, as it will be Kligerman leading the field back to the yellow flag. Now we're going to get back underway on lap 102 with 33 to go. It is Parker Kligerman leading the way here at Homestead. Chandler Smith in second, doing exactly where he's running exactly where he needs to be right now to advance into the championship 4 over Zane Smith, as John Nemechek is pretty much safe in points, as well as Ben Rhodes, because they had so many coming in, especially with Rhodes running in 4th and Nemechek running just outside the top 10. And then how about Haley Deegan in the 1, running in 3rd? Her best career run on a 1.5 mile here is, of course, she ran very well at Talladega just last race. Haley Deegan might get back-to-back top 5s if she keeps up the good work here. And look at this 4-wide chaos back here in mid-pack. Christian Eckes is back here. Nemechek back here. Kraus, Hocevar, Priest, Majeski, championship contenders and other race win contenders, as they are 4, almost nearly 5 wide here. They are going crazy all over the racetrack here. Incredible racing here in Homestead. Kligerman now getting ready to drive away over Chandler Smith. You see Deegan gets moved by Ben Rhodes right there. Goes up the racetrack but holds on to it, as Parker Kligerman now trying to bring home his first truck win this season here for the number 75 teams. Now we move on to lap 106. Oh, Haley Deegan's in the wall in the background. She's knocking the fence down. Oh, unfortunate for Deegan. She was running so well up inside the top 5. And now knocks the wall down and is beginning to lose lots and lots of positions. Unfortunate for Haley Deegan. She was having a really good run tonight. But of course that will not hold up because of the damage she has sustained from knocking the wall down. But now it is Christian Eckes who is heating up Kligerman for lead. Christian Eckes, if he can win this race, he transfers into the Championship 4 with a clutch win. Can he do it? He does. Eckes gets around Kligerman to get the race lead and putting himself in position to get into the Final 4 and knock both Smith boys out, as well as Matt Crafton and Ty Majeski. With how the playoff grid is looking right now, it would be Enfinger, Eckes, Nemechek, and Rhodes in. As now we transfer to 4 to go in this race after our final green flag cycle has boiled down to Christian Eckes and Derek Kraus 1v1ing it for the lead and for the win. Eckes needs to win this race to make the Final 4. You see Nemechek back there in 3rd. He's on the same strategy as them, but has been held up by lap trucks, whereas 4th and 5th Kligerman and Heim pitted earlier, so they have a little bit older tires, but they have momentum and they are charging in the background to get up here. Now 3 to go. Kraus gets held up by Danny Bone, and now Christian Eckes starting to drive away with possibly the win and a spot in the Championship 4. This would be a clutch win, and it would be an all-time moment for Christian Eckes. He could put himself in contention to win the championship in Phoenix if all he has to do is just hold off Derek Kraus, Nemechek, Kligerman, and Heim to win this race. As you see back there, Kligerman and Heim, they are coming, and they are coming fast. They are now pressured up to the back of John Nemechek. Is Danny Bone going to unlap himself here? Look at Kligerman. He's going to the outside of Nemechek already for 3rd place, coming to 2 to go. Look at the run from Kligerman back there. 2 to go at Homestead. Can Christian Eckes hold on? What will Parker Kligerman be able to do? As now Kligerman has caught Derek Kraus and is going to try to take 2nd place. That truck is on rails right now. Kligerman is flying around this racetrack as Danny Bone now gets ahead of Christian Eckes. Kligerman right on the bumper of Kraus. Is he going to be able to get by in time to catch down Eckes? It's going to be real close. He shoves Kraus off into the corner. I mean, deep off into the corner. Moves him, almost wrecks him. They may make contact. Kligerman to the bottom of Kraus for 2nd place down the front straightaway. Kligerman is going to make the move. White flag, final lap presented by Credit One Bank. Christian Eckes leads a spot in the Championship 4 on the line, but the 75 of Kligerman hard charging on fresh tires, as well as Corey Heim in the 51 back there. Now here comes Kligerman. He has caught your leader, and he's going to make a move down the back straightaway. They are side by side for the lead on the last lap, going for the win. Who is it going to be? Eckes off into 3 and 4 on the high side. Danny Bone goes to the blocks. Eckes. Kligerman goes through on the bottom. Parker Kligerman with a last lap pass is going to steal the win at Homestead, and Kligerman wins at Homestead, leading 12 laps for his first win of the year, and denies Christian Eckes a spot in the Championship 4, and will eliminate Christian Eckes and Matt Crafton from the playoffs, as well as Ty Majeski. Now the question is, did Chandler Smith get enough positions, finishing in 7th place, to beat Zane Smith? And the answer to that question is yes. Chandler Smith will get the final transfer spot, as your Championship 4 are going to be Grant Enfinger with a win, John Nemechek, Ben Rhodes, and Chandler Smith on points. After this dramatic finish, Chandler Smith thought he was out coming in that last lap, but coming out of it, he knows he's in, as Eckes was denied because of what a move by Parker Kligerman, and what a charge to put himself in victory lane for the first time this season. And so now we will see the official standings here to the end of the round of 8 and see by how much each driver missed it. So here we go. Enfinger, of course, the win. Nemechek makes it by 58 points. Ben Rhodes by 45 points. And Chandler Smith transfers by only 8 points over Zane Smith. And Ty Majeski misses it by only 9 points. And Christian Eckes had charged all the way back from a must-win to be 15 out, but still, of course, he had to win, which he didn't do, and he was out. And Crafton missed it by 45 points after that spin and being laps down. He was pretty much out of it the whole day. So Grant Enfinger, John Nemechek, Ben Rhodes, and Chandler Smith are going to be fighting for a championship in the desert next week in Phoenix. Nemechek, your regular season champion, of course, atop the playoff leaderboard. And then Ben Rhodes, I mean, they're all tied at 5,000 points. And there's Ben Rhodes, Grant Enfinger, and Chandler Smith, who all have multiple wins this season and are looking to capitalize it with a championship. So until next time, I hope you all have a good one.